Welcome to the wonderful world of Waikato Sheds, my friends. Today we're in the Waihi Lavender Farm, which is the brainchild of Tony Kang. Tony, thank you for having us out.
No problem.
Tony, you first got in touch with me, probably must be 4 years ago now.
That was 2020.
Yeah, 2020.
2020, yes.
What brought about the idea to have this a lavender farm?
We started the farm in 2018.
Yeah.
And then 2019 we have a big one. The process original probably take 2-3 years up to the building, but because of the flower process faster than we thought,
Yeah.
therefore we understand if we don't have a proper shade to accommodate the visitor and also accommodate the distilling equipment, and then we're gonna be not very good. So that's the reason why at that time we approaching you guys for the shade. Yes. Overall, the product is perfect, and I get what I expect, and the quality and the workmanship is fine. It's very good.
Excellent. Yeah, it's good. When we built this one, we worked, you're not going to be surprised, people are watching it, Kyron, Debs, they built this shed, they did an excellent job, and A1 on the concrete slab. We can have a look at the shed, but as we know, it's done. And so, with the lavender farm, how does it entail? Like, how many acres of lavender have you got here?
So far, we have the land area we are using on the lavender is 2.14 hectares.
Yeah.
And the balance of the another half hectares, we use that one for the pears. We call the peekaboo pears. It's our new adventures. So try to grow the different things, try to improve the sustainable ability for that.
Excellent. And so when it takes the lavender, today's the 23rd of Jan, so it's the last day of harvesting. So we've got here at the end, so we don't have the beautiful pictures of all the things, but we'll flash some up, no doubt. What's the process from harvesting the flowers into turning it into?
We grow the lavender mainly because we want to go to the distilling process, and also to get the essential oil and the floral water. Those are two the main products we did after the distill. We use those two to develop it into our skincare products. So the shade as a shop, also as the factory for the distilling, we also use the shade as the workshop. Yes.
Awesome. Well, we're able to pop inside and have a look at how the distilling process works?
Yes, but not for the workshop. Only for the factory, the distilling part.
Yeah, excellent.
All right.
Excellent. So we're inside the factory here, and just to point it out, so the 6 metre high walls, the shed's actually 10 metres wide by 30 metres long, and then it's got a mezzanine over 20 metres of it, which you'd sort of see from the inside of the shop, but you've got the full height clear span in here for the factory. It smells lovely. You can't smell it unfortunately yet, but it smells lovely. So what sort of magic, how does it work in here? What does this do?
Okay, the farm mainly grow the lavender for the distilling purpose, and so we need distilling equipment, and also need to have a small hoist to hoist the flower into the vessel to cook the things, and therefore this shade, 30 meter by 10 meter, we use 1/3 of the area to use on this factory area, and also we also build a shower and toilets underneath for the staff when they need it. So for our lavender farm size, it's perfect. Even if the lavender extend another maybe 2 hectares, still very easy to accommodate. If in the future the business been expand, we might even can thinking to put a measurement on this one. For the future development, but not in the short term at this moment.
Excellent. And so how does the raw lavender...
The raw lavender will come in through the roller door.
Yep.
And then they pile in the bag like this one. They come in with the bags, and the bags will go to the cylinder. So each cylinder will take 2 bags.
Okay.
So each time the process, we can process up to 160 kg of the flower. So the whole 2 hectares all been mature. Roughly, you are talking about 5 tons of the flower.
Really?
But this distilling not only distill for the lavender.
Yeah.
For instance, like we also distill the shelter bell,
Oh, yeah.
Japanese cedar.
Oh,
We
yeah.
also take that one, and we try to increase the variety. For instance, like a geranium, peppermint geranium, and rosemary. But we still hasn't reached that stage yet. But we are definitely trying as an experiment to do that one. But this is a very good equipment made by engineer in Dunedin.
Okay.
So it's a Kiwi ingenuity. This is still slightly different to compare with the other. It's called the vacuum distilling.
Yeah.
So we are operate under the 100 degree because under the vacuum system. So the temperature for the steam just around like a 90 to 95 degrees.
Yeah.
So we believe because the lower the temperature, less disturbing on the chemical compound inside the flower.
Beautiful. And is it similar? So is this creating some sort of tea here? What's happening with these?
This is called a Roman chamomile. So we don't have a huge amount, but we just like an experiment.
Yeah.
Use a smaller distilling equipment to do the different things.
Awesome. Oh well. So we're seeing. So this is the factory part. We can pop next door into the shop and then see the products.
Yeah, I should turn on the light.
That's it. Let there be light.
Forgot to turn the lights on.
Awesome. So we're just outside the shed. Beautiful iron sand with some grey fire doors and flashings. So I just wanted to ask, you've done this murals on the outside of the shed?
Yes. Some friend of mine, she is an artist, and from the artist's point of view, she thinks we should add some works to make the whole building even more interesting. So she will come along this year. She put the butterfly and also those mushroom, and that was made from the polystyrene with the fiberglass on top, so can be last for a long time.
Yeah.
And she mentioned next year probably put some music instrument outside the building as well. So we are looking for the different thing every year.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. It's really cool. Like our buildings are cool and beautiful, but I love this artwork on the outside. It looks really epic. That's cool. Oh, should we pop on inside and have a look at this shop? Cool. So we're inside the shop underneath the mezzanine here. So talk us through the different products that you create from the farm here, Tony.
Okay, our skincare product was developed during the last 4 years, and main ingredient for the skincare product, floral water, essential oil, all come from us. What we try to emphasize is a natural product, no chemical, no additional like the stuff inside, just very pure and natural.
Excellent. And so can people just buy it here in the shop, or can they buy it online?
We also process online shopping now.
Okay, and is that waihilavender.co.nz?
Wahhee Lavender Farm.co.nz.
Excellent. We'll flash it up. We'll link in the show notes below. So that'll be cool. So all of these are different. So the floral water. Okay. Different face lotions. What would you recommend if I wanted to maintain my shiny head and my youthful appearance?
Yeah, the biggest sales in this in the last 3 years is a hyaluronic. It's a serum.
Yeah.
And also the facial cream.
Yeah.
And also the other one is Kawa Kawa balm.
Yeah.
Kawa Kawa, I'm pretty sure Kiwi know this name. Is a Maori native plant. The Maori been used for hundreds of years already. So we use that one combined with our lavender as a multi-purpose healing balm.
That's it. So let's have a look at this balm, eh? So we got this balm. Have a look inside that. Let's give it a little whirl, eh? Give it a little taste on the top. Smells lovely, feels good. Check back in next week, see if I look any younger, more beautiful. Smells delicious. So there we go. A few little products out there, keep me looking young, keep me looking healthy. That's awesome. All right, so we've got the shop, and then you've got the little cafe and the real fruit ice cream. I imagine that's popular based on...
Yes, very popular during the last 3 seasons.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great for a business, and I see how popular it is on social media. I've had lots of friends tell me that they've come out here and that, so yeah, it's really cool. And yeah, the real fruit ice cream, I pretty much saw every lady seem to have an ice cream today, so no doubt it's been very popular over the summer.
The shade, we didn't have too much financial doing the decorating.
Yeah.
And I think the shade itself is good enough already.
Yeah.
And even you see like the light patterns.
Yeah.
That is pretty much like a homemade.
Yeah.
Like you can't buy from anywhere. We just the builder just make this one. So I find out simple, but it's a work.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So in line with the Waikato Shed, I think it's a pretty good functionality. I think as long as the people paid attention how to utilize the space, I think the shade should be, especially in this rural area.
Yeah, I'll often say it, as I do believe that the people that build our sheds, that they're working with steel and they're creating art. If you can look with a wider eye, you see art everywhere. It's the way that Kyron and the crew have built it, and just leaving all the beams exposed in that, it just looks beautiful in its own way. Like it's well done and it's strong and it fits in with the surroundings, and it just looks really cool. So yeah, it's great to be able to see one of our buildings just being out there and on display for it, and it just suits so well. Excellent. Oh well, thank you for the time, Tony.
Not a problem, likewise.
It's always been a pleasure. I will tell a little story actually. Tony, I must say though, it was very supportive when the country went into lockdown. We'd been pre the COVID, we'd been negotiating, we'd been talking about the shed. I'd come out and we'd done it all, and it made a huge difference for the company, because Tony actually went ahead after the first week or two of the lockdown and back in 2020, and then having a sale and having a building like this go ahead gave a huge confidence to the owner, Brian, and Waikato Sheds, that it was all going to be all right, and the staff and everything else. So I think it was a huge thing for you to support a business like us and choose and go ahead in that time, and it really helped us push forward and had the confidence. Like, we didn't let any staff go, we kept everybody on board and kept investing, and a large part of that was because we had the support of a guy like Tony that was like, this will pass, and certainly it has passed, and look at the success because we weren't afraid and didn't hold back and went for it. So yeah, thanks again for that one, Tony.
Yeah, and the final thing is I'm happy with this quality, and during the process of the construction, I think you guys are doing good and excellent. So in the future, if I got any opportunity to expand the things, I would definitely come back to you.
Excellent, we love it. Awesome.
All right, thank you.
Excellent, thanks guys. If you have any questions, ask below, and make sure go and search for Waihi Lavender Farm on Facebook in particular. They're very active and there's lots of cool stuff to find there. And waihilavenderfarm.co.nz if you want to try some of this kawa balm. You can see the smoothness on my skin.